me, been here before at least a million times. Match the pace, there's not a race without a finish line. Say you need the space, okay, I give you mine. Just don't keep me waiting till the stars align.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a different little type of video going on today. I wanted to show you guys how I do my nails at home. So first, we're going to start off just by, I still had remnants of my last set that I had on. So I'm going to be filing those off. And then I'm also just going to be filing the nails just to get the nail bed rough. So the glue and the gel and everything else that I put on my nails will adhere better to my nails. Also, I didn't mention it before, but we're going to be using dip powder today in the video. I love doing my nails at home. Like, it saves so much more money, girl, and I'm all about saving a little coin. So I ordered so many type of nail supplies. So I decided that I wanted to do the dip powder method for you guys today. And so as you can see here, I am just clipping off my nails. I like to start with my nails short as they can get, because I feel like the nail tips actually they last longer when I start out with short nails or no type of nails at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, just file down my nails, make the nail bed kind of rough, because I feel like that is an important step to make your nails last longer. So after I'm finished, filing and clipping, I like to brush off the excess powder that comes from, just filing all that dust or whatever you want to call it. I just brushed that off. And now, as you see here, I am going through all my nail tips and just seeing what type of look that I want to do. As you can see, I have a variety. But today I wanted to do something a little fun. I chose the colored nail tips because I love it when you have like a neutral or a classy like nail color on top of your nails, but then when you turn it over your hand, you see a color on, as you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but this is not actually going to be the color of my nails. This is just going to be the color that you see underneath my nail set. So that's why I chose to go with the colorful tips. Just something fun. And it's low key. Like I said, you're not going to see this bright as blue and this bright as red and I'm going to choose. Like, you're not. But as you can see here, I am just fitting the nails to each of my fingers so that everything can be very uniformed. And now I'm going to use my nail dehydrator. It's just another step to make sure that your nails last long. This step and the filing of your nails are like the most important step of making sure that your nails stay on longer. And nail dehydrator is just basically alcohol. You're just drying out the oils in your nails, basically. And so here I am pushing back my cuticles. I do not like cutting my cuticles. Like, I am so scared of cutting my cuticles, but I feel like I need to push them back just so it's a better look. I know I should cut them off, because that's just extra skin that doesn't need to be there, but I feel like as long as I'm pushing them back, I should be okay. I'm just nervous because a cuticle cutter is super sharp. Like those those scissors for your cuticles are sharp as hell, and I'm scared. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm using this glue. I know it says super glue. Y'all, do not judge me. It's the super glue from Dollar Tree. And so, Dollar Tree products are not that high of quality. So I feel like the super glue is the same type of strength as nail glue, because it's really not super glue. If you get what I'm saying, like if you get super glue from like a hardware store or something like that, it's going to be super glue. But the super glue at Dollar Tree is not that strong for it to be called super glue, but I think it's perfect for applying nail tips, just so you get that long lasting feeling. Like when I use super glue for my nail tips, they're gonna last. They're gonna last for about 2 weeks. Like the nails, it's not hard to pop the nails off if you really want to. Like if I had to pop my nails off right now, which is the next day after filming this video, it wouldn't be that hard. So it's really not super glue, so do not get alarmed. So this step, I feel like, is another important step. I'm filing down the nail tips at the end so that I won't have that indent once I start putting the dip powder on. If I can explain that better, I would. But basically, I want to have like a smooth transition from my natural nail bed to the nail tip, and not have that indent from where that nail tip starts, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing now, just filing down the nail tips so that is a easier transition from my nail bed to my nail tip. So now we're going to actually get into the dip powder kit. This dip powder kit is from Model Ones. Super affordable. I got it from Amazon. And it's basically 3 steps, as you saw on the bottles. So this step right here is basically like the base coat, or what the powder adheres to. So you just put that on your nail, as so. And then you basically just dip your nail into the powder, but you have to work quickly, because if you don't, the powder really won't stick that well. So that's why I do one nail at a time when it comes to putting that basically base coat on my nails. So, you just dip it in there, let it dry for a couple of seconds, and then you brush it off. You have to, one of the things with dip powder is that you have to brush the excess powder off, because we're going to do numerous layers of this. So you have to brush the powder off after each dip, so to say. So like you see here, I'm dipping, tapping off the excess, waiting a couple of seconds, and then brush off. Just like that. And I'm going to do that for the rest of the hand, obviously. And then I am going to, I think I did 4 layers of the dip powder, because that blue was really sticking out. It wasn't hard to hide, but it kind of was. Like, you could kind of still see it after a few layers. So I had to do 3 layers of this. Now, I know it looks kind of crazy right now, like, what? This is one of the things you really have to trust the process. Like, trust me, you just have to trust the process. So right now I'm going in with the second layer, and I'm just using the same thing, the same base coat polish, and I'm just polishing that on my nails. Make sure you take your time with this, because wherever you put that base coat, that's where the powder is going to stick. So you have to make sure you stay on the nail. Don't go outside the lines of the nail. Like, just make sure you just put it on a thin coat. You don't need that much, because the more you use, the harder the powder is going to dry. So like you see me like scraping off the side, I probably put some of that polish on the side. So just make sure you take your time with this and just do it neatly. So this is the second coat. Now, like I said, I think I did 4 coats for this set. But it's so simple, y'all. It's so beginner friendly, like, and it lasts. I'm telling you, it lasts. Like, wait till y'all see the finished product. Y'all gonna be like, oh, wow. Like, yes. So now we're going in with the second step, which is called the activator. And you just put this on your nails, and it kind of, I guess it just activates it to harden, I think. It smells like monomer. And if you're not like familiar with the nail terminology, it smells like the stuff they use, the liquid that they use when they wet the brush to put on acrylic. That's what it smells like. I don't know if it's the same thing, but it smells just like that. And all you do is just put a light coat on each nail, basically to harden the powder, because it's still soft. But that actually makes it hard. And you just let it air dry for a couple of minutes. And then you go in with the third step, which is basically the top coat. And we're gonna just put the top coat on there. Basically, just clear gel the top coat, like I said, and you let it dry. Like, there's no need for any UV lights. There's no need for, sometimes after you get a gel manicure, you have to wipe it with an alcohol pad because it's still sticky. There's no need for any of that. You just polish it on your nails after you do the rest of the steps, and then you're finished. Well, not finished, but you're basically finished. So that's what I'm doing with this nail. And then I'm going to go ahead and obviously do the other hand. And this is what I was saying, like, you see that pop of color underneath, but on top it's just a classy pink color that you can never go wrong with. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do the other nail, the other hand. So now, one thing about dip powder is you're going to have to do a lot of filing, especially if you're a beginner, because like my first set with dip powder, my nails were so lumpy. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, like, first time doing this, your shit is gonna be lumpy as hell. It's gonna be uneven. So I done did it a few times now, so I kind of got used to how to do it. But there's still gonna be times where I'm gonna have to smooth that nail out, and like I said, just smooth it out and then kind of reshape this shape, so to say. So I'm using the file to just go ahead and just make that shape more sharper, and to also, if there are any like lumps or bumps on top of the surface of the nail, just go ahead and smooth that out. So after I finish filing, I'm just gonna brush off the excess dust, of course. And I thought about using like the gel that you have to put in a UV light lamp, just a little top coat, but I'm like, no, I don't feel like doing that. So I just went back to the third step polish and just to add a little top coat with that, because you know, after you file down, it's gonna look a little dusty, crusty, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go back over that and give the pop of shine put back on there. And after I did that, I let them air dry, and they look so good, y'all. Like, I was so happy with this set, because sometimes I get a little lazy, because it is a process, because I did do 4 layers of dip powder, but they came out so cute. Look at the pop of color underneath. That's what I meant. Like, you're not going to see that. You're going to see the pink. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video.